This is by a company called Joule. I think it's Joulle. And just to kind of go over some of the specs of this thing, this has the dimensions of 4.5 inches wide by 7.5 inches tall. It has a capacity of 30 ounces or 880 milliliters and a power consumption of 500 watts and a voltage of 100 to 120 watts. So basically your normal power outlet. This is not gas powered. This is 100% powered with electricity. And that's why I have the Blue Yeti here that's got a max of about 1200, so we're good on that. So open it up here. Very cool package how they have the see-through design there. And I don't think there's much to it. That's it as far as the package. Here's the unit itself right here. Very premium quality. This thing feels tough. I love the feeling of this thing. Feels solid. Got a nice lid here, and it has a little pull tab here so you don't get yourself burnt. And believe it or not, this little area right here is for oil. And I will show you exactly what else you can do with this besides just boil water or heat up soup. You can actually make popcorn out of this. How cool is that? Not many things you can make popcorn out of. You get a basic kind of like computer style cable. You know, I've got hundreds of these things. A set of instructions. I already went over the instructions, so I know how to use it. We'll toss those aside. And it looks like, oh, a little sticker. So you get you a little sticker so you guys can put that on your arm or something. Where the plug-in port goes right here, it just plugs in like that. And this has a little Velcro holder. You're gonna pull this little Velcro piece out, toss that aside, and let's plug it into the Blue Yeti. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put water in it first and see how quickly we can heat up some water first. And it looks like it goes from 4 ounce to 16 ounces. Let's go ahead and let's put about 12 ounces of water in there, which is about a good cup of coffee. So we got 12 ounces of water in there. What I want to do, I want to put it, see how it says drink, hit the button. You can see how it lights up right there on drink, and it's also lighting up there in the center. Then put the lid on it. 252, let me see how quickly this thing will heat up some water. So yeah, let's do that now. Let's cut to it and see. All right, everybody, that was around about 3.5, 4 minutes. It went to a complete boil, and it has an automatic shut off. So this thing will not sit here and boil all your water. It actually shut itself off when it knew that it was at a boil. How cool is that? You can see that I did not do anything. It just turned itself off. So it looks like 3.5, 4 minutes for 12 ounces of water, and it has an automatic shut off. And according to the power bank here, this is running on a power bank and not a 110 outlet. So it looked like it was holding around about 450 watts the entire time, and peak is up to 500 watts. Let's cook some popcorn. So let's try to like cook some popcorn with this thing. So let's go ahead and pour this out and set that up now. All right, I just went ahead and cleaned all the water out. So now, you know, you could put it on eat there, and that would be soup or something like that. But we're gonna put it on pop. So let's try this popcorn thing out. And the instruction says put a little bit in the bottom. So we got a little bit down in the bottom. You're not gonna put a lot of kernels in there. And then this is cool. It actually has to put oil in it. You're gonna put just the amount of oil right in there like that inside this. We'll go ahead and dump the oil in there. Close this up. I got it on pop. I just started it. So it's on pop. They all look like they have oil on them. Now technically this should shut off on its own. So I'm gonna go ahead, it's started. I'm just gonna let it go, and then I'll come back once it starts popping. So let's do that now. All right, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's starting to pop a little bit. And one of the things is there's a hole right here, and that's for a popcorn stirrer. But what I'm gonna do is just do it like this right here to stir it up. All right, everybody, it looks like it took around about 8 to 9 minutes. It's still popping a little bit, but it has an auto shut off, so it shut itself off. And looking at the power bank, it looks like it stayed right around about 106 watts of power. So let's open it up and see what it looks like in there. Well, you know what? There's popcorn in there. This might not be 100% perfect, but it actually cooked almost every single kernel, but just a few on the bottom down there. I don't have the stir to stir it up, so I don't have the actual popcorn thing. That is definitely hot. Yeah, it actually tastes like good popcorn. So it looks like this thing works. So I've been impressed, and that's about what you get. 16 ounces of popcorn. It actually still popping, but the power is off on it. You can hear it, it's still popping in there. And because it has this coating around it, it's warm, but it's not super hot. So I can carry this thing around and not burn myself there. So yeah, there you go, everybody. That's the the Joule personal cooking system. I'm gonna have this in my van with my power bank, so I'll have this with me at all time. And the main thing I'm gonna be using for it is heating up water for coffee and heating up my soups and pastas and things like that. So that's all I got today, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Woo!